Moving on, the second thing under the ignorance and human situation is ignorance of the future. The subtopic under that is human beings are ignorant of future events. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 7 through 8 says, "For he does not know what is to be, for who can tell him how it will be? No man has power to retain the spirit or power over the day of death. There is no discharge for war, nor will wickedness deliver those who are given to it." Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 22 says, "So I saw that there is nothing better than a man should rejoice in his work, for that is his lot. Who can bring him to see what will be after him?" Acts chapter 20 verse 22 says, "And now behold, I am going to Jerusalem, constrained by the Spirit, not knowing what will happen to me there." And a second subtopic under the ignorance of the future is human beings are ignorant of the time of Jesus Christ's return. Mark chapter 13 verse 32 through 36 says, "But concerning the day and the hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, keep awake, for you do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going on a journey when he leaves home and puts his servants in charge, each with his work, and commands the doorkeeper to stay awake. Therefore stay awake, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening, or at midnight, or when the rooster crows, or in the morning, lest he come suddenly and find you asleep." A third subtopic under the ignorance of the future is presumptuous plans should therefore be avoided. James chapter 4 verse 13 through 16 says, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go into such and such town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead you ought to say, if the Lord wills, he will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil." Psalm chapter 39 verse 6, "Surely a man goes about as a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. Man heaps up wealth and does not know who will gather." And in Proverbs chapter 27 verse 1, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring." Moving on, the fourth thing regarding the ignorance of the future is that God's guidance is essential. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 24 says, "A man's steps are from the Lord. How then can a man understand his way?" Proverbs chapter 19 verse 21 says, "Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand." Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 23 says, "I know, O Lord, that the way of a man is not in himself, that it is not in a man who walks to direct his steps."